Adwa TV, bringing good things to life. Adwa TV, bringing good things to life.
The 28th day in the month of February 2022. Time check is 0600 GMT or live all across the world on TV and online from digital address 226222651. We're also live on digital channel 38 and 37. Good to come to your homes with another edition of AM News on Adwa Television. My name is Naa Anyema Collison. In our top stories this morning, we'll tell you about President Putin, the man who is behind the Russia-Ukraine war. Also coming up, we'll take you to Parliament where we'll give you the latest update with regards to sitting in the August House. In business this morning, prices of goods and services is expected to increase on March 1, 2022. This is a projection by the President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association. You might want to stay with us because details of this and many others comes up in a jiffy. Please be my guest. Again, the news is live on Facebook at Adwa Television Ghana. There you may want to join us with your thoughts and comments. Let's settle for the details now. It is said that a man's first job goes a long way to determine her future character. Well, it is what most people are saying about Putin. At a very young age, he was a secret spy for the Russian security. Also, people say perhaps that is why no one can really predict the next move. The president, apart from being a dictator, he's also rumored to be the world wealthiest man In the next feature, my colleague Emmanuel Wilson put together his profile on the man behind the Russia-Ukraine war.
All you need to know about President Vladimir Putin, ruler of Russia. Born on October 7, 1957 in Leningrad, Russia, Vladimir Putin became Russia's president in 1999 after the then president Boris Yeltsin stepped down. From that day till now, Vladimir Putin has ruled Russia, which makes his rule over 20 years. He is known as one of the longest reigning autocrats in the 21st century. Among the many other things, Vladimir Putin is rumored to be the world's wealthiest man alive, as he is estimated to be worth over $200 billion. This makes sense when Putin is also known as the most protected man on earth, as he has a security detail of about 3,000 armed men. This includes foot soldiers and federal agents, like many other presidents, securing every move of the ruler. Vladimir Putin worked as a KGB spy from 1957 to 1991. At the time, one needed real skill to be a spy, as technology was not far advanced like now. His short political fame happened when the Berlin Wall fell, and an angry mob were ready to infiltrate the then agency of KGB headquarters. An agent came through to give the mob a heads up that if they go through the wall, they were going to die, as the men at the end of the wall were heavily armed, said Agent Vladimir Putin. Upon hearing this, the mob disembarked. As it turns out, this was a well-orchestrated plan to dismiss the mob. This is said to be the first war Vladimir Putin won without shedding blood. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, a move Putin describes as the worst political failure in the history of Europe, Vladimir Putin resigned as an agent of KGB and returned as reporter of Anatoly Sobchak from 1937 to 2000 as a liberal politician. Fast forward to 2022, where war has been declared by Vladimir Putin on Ukraine.
Обстоятельства требуют от нас решительных и незамедлительных действий. Народные республики Донбасса обратились к России с просьбой о помощи. В связи с этим, в соответствии со статьей 51 части 7 Устава ООН, санкции Совета Федерации России и во исполнение ратифицированных Федеральным собранием 22 февраля сего года договоров о дружбе и взаимопомощи с Донецкой Народной Республикой и Луганской Народной Республикой, мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции. Ее цель – защита людей, которые на протяжении 8 лет подвергаются издевательствам, геноциду со стороны киевского режима. Призываю вас немедленно сложить оружие и идти домой. Поясню. Все военнослужащие украинской армии, которые выполнят это требование, смогут беспрепятственно покинуть зону боевых действий и вернуться к своим семьям. Кто бы ни пытался помешать нам, а тем более создать угрозы для нашей страны, для нашего народа, должны знать, что ответ России будет незамедлительным и приведет вас к таким последствиям, с которыми вы в своей истории еще никогда не сталкивались.
So why is the world so concerned about this war? Maybe because Russia is home to some of the deadliest nuclear weapons, and this means one man has the power to access them: Vladimir Putin, head of state and head of government of Russia. Even though this leader is not in the good books of the international world, as a result of many corruption scandals surrounding his government, among other very shady dealings, Vladimir Putin has been spotted on many occasions engaging with normal folks. In fact, some Russian tabloids
This afternoon, the majority caucus simply wants to address you on this motion by the minority, which motion Mr. Speaker ruled on. as a result of our preliminary objection as to the propriety of the motion. It has come to our attention that the minority side is creating the impression that the decision of Mr. Speaker was illegal and unconstitutional. We dare say that if the minority had paid attention to what we said, they would have known that all of us, although we're on the same page, we were looking for a better approach in ensuring accountability and transparency in public expenditure. The matter falls squarely under the Auditor General, and we have given a clear indication that Order 187 is the way to go. Therefore, the basis of our objection is constitutional, because you cannot attempt to investigate irregularities in public expenditure by setting up a bipartisan committee. It is only the Auditor General who is constitutionally mandated to determine irregularities in public expenditure. 2, Order 191 of our rules is also clear that it is only when that particular matter cannot find space under the jurisdiction of any committee of parliament that we would have to resort to a special committee or an ad hoc committee. So again, the basis of our objection is legal. Now, we are told that the first Deputy Speaker made a statement regarding admissibility of the statement. We hold a view that that statement regarding admissibility of the motion
Announcements on Adwa TV. Contact Adwa TV for your general announcements, proclamations and publications, job vacancies, etc. at a very affordable rate. Call 050-92-57754, 020-9494-258, or visit our marketing desk at the work premises. Adwa TV, bringing good things to life.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
So at Sonotech, we always pride ourselves of being a patient-centered facility. And so we always go the extra mile to put a smile on the faces of our patients. And we don't just wait for them to be unwell to come to us, but we always strive to ensure that our patients are always in good health. So the month of February is the month of love, and how best can we express our love than to give to our clients? So what we are doing this month of February is to give a 20% discount on all our health packages. Yes, all our health packages. So for our health packages, we have our life packages, and then we have the bronze, the silver, and then the gold packages. So if you walk in from the 1st February to the end of February, you get 20% discount on all our health packages. And we are introducing a very special package for couples as well. We realize that especially the premarital couples, sometimes because of the excitement of getting married and all that, we discuss everything and always forget about our health. So we've come together with a very nice health package for couples, and it's discounted at 30%. So that's the couples package, and we encourage our clients to take advantage of this special package as we go through the month of February. This is our way of saying that we love our clients. This is our way of giving back. This is our way of putting smiles on the faces of our clients. In addition to this, you can also walk in and pay for a loved one. I know 14th is Vows Day. As we think of giving gifts to our clients or to our friends, to our loved ones, let's consider buying a healthcare package at Sonotech for the ones that we love. And on 14th February, we promise all our clients to experience something very extraordinary at Sonotech. Once you come for any service with us, any of our branches, West Hills, Osu, and Tema, you will leave with a special gift. And you can trust us when we say you leave with a special gift. So we wish all of you the best. Let's enjoy the period of love. Let's enjoy the health packages that Sonotech has for us. And as we always say, we are your total healthcare partner for life.
Staying with us, we apologize for the little technical itch, but let's still do some other news, because a retired appeal court judge, Justice Isaac Dosu, holds the view that the 1992 Constitution does not assign deputy speakers of parliament specific roles. This comes on the back of recent clash. The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Sumana Gbagbin, and his deputy Joseph Osei Wusu, after the latter had a dismiss of a motion by the minority to probe into the use of COVID-19 funds. Speaking on AM Ghana show with my colleague Reginald Adi, Justice Dosu cited Article 59, for example, which differentiates between specific roles of the Vice President and the substantive President of the Republic. As such, limits the Vice President from doing certain things. However, same cannot be said for the Speaker and his deputies.
It's very interesting. I have the Constitution beside me. If you look at Article 95, sorry, 59, which creates the position of Vice President. The Vice President is assigned definite function.
Okay.
Let me read it.
Very well.
Article 95, so 59. There shall be a Vice President of Ghana who shall perform such functions as may be assigned to him by this Constitution or by the President. Definitely, the Vice President cannot act on his own. He has no independence to act outside the Constitution or without definite instruction from the President.
Right.
So, by extension, the Vice President can never cancel a decision taken by
the President.
But when you come to Article 96, Deputy Speakers, no functions have been assigned specifically to the Deputy Speakers. The Deputy Speakers are supposed to perform the functions of the Speaker. The question is, to what extent can the Deputy Speaker act? If the Speaker has given instructions, can the Deputy overrule the Speaker's decision? There is a lacuna or a gap in the law. If the provisions were to be exactly like the one in Article 59 regarding the President and the Vice President, this issue would not have happened.
Right.
I also want to draw attention of listeners and viewers to 96 1B. It says that both, so let me talk about A first. A says that there shall be 2 deputy speakers of parliament. A, who shall be elected by members of parliament from among the members of parliament. And B, and that's the serious aspect, both of whom shall not be members of the same political parties.
Okay.
Currently, we have 2 deputy speakers who are members of the same political party. It is a total infraction of the Constitution. It is unconstitutional for both deputy speakers to belong to the same political party. It is clear. So for us to have this...
From that, let's do the latest in the world of business, because after months of agitations and weeks of consultations with stakeholders in the trading community on the benchmark value reduction policy, the government has finally concluded on a 30% discount for all goods and a 10% for vehicles. According to the government, this development will take effect from March 1, 2021, and it allowed for a win-win situation for all parties in the trading community. After months of agitation and weeks of consultations with stakeholders in the trading community on the benchmark value reduction policy, the government has finally concluded on a 30% discount for all goods and 10% for vehicles. According to the government, this development, which will take effect from 1st March 2022, allows for win-win situations for all parties. Initially, a discount of 50% was applied on some selected goods, while 30% discount was applied on vehicles. Several meetings had gone on between the Trade Ministry, GUTA and AGI, and as part of consensus built together by stakeholders, the reversal of the benchmark value is being guaranteed. The Ministry of Finance is also confident that this new development would help government and the Ghana Revenue Authority to meet its target of 80.3 billion Ghana cedis revenue target for the year 2022. The policy has, since its inception, received varied views among players within the ports and trading community. When the government in 2019 announced the decision to reduce the benchmark values for some general goods by 50% and 30% on cars, the idea was to increase volumes of traffic at the port and ultimately increase government revenue, while importers and exporters, freight forwards, as well as the Ghana Union of Traders Association praised government for how the decision reduced the cost of doing businesses. Groups such as the Association of Ghanaian Industries were concerned about the impact on the competitiveness of their product, but government nevertheless went ahead with the implementation. 2 years down the lane, the government announced the reversal of the benchmark value reduction policy in 2022 budget and set 4th January 2022 as the day of the implementation date of the policy. This was met with stiff resistance from the trading community, with GUTA hinting of a 50% increment in the cost of goods and services if the policy is implemented. On January 4, 2022, however, business was on a standstill at the port as freight forwarders who had made their declarations and accepted the duties could not proceed to make payments. This led to a temporary postponement of the date from January 6th to January 17 for stakeholders' engagement. The presidency subsequently suspended it and gave the GRA 17th January deadline to consult on the matter. After several weeks of agitation and consultation with stakeholders in the trading community, government has finally concluded on a 30% discount for all goods and a 10% for all vehicles. For Adwa Business News, Naa Anyema Collison, Accra. Get more business news on www.adwanews.com/business for you to get the latest in the world of business. Let's move on to some actions in the world of sports, because the contract manager for Legon's athletic track and rugby field, Yao Ofosu, has reiterated that the facility for the 2023 African Games will be completed by the end of the year. Legon is one of the sites earmarked for the impending games set to be held in Ghana this year.